Do you see here? Hi guys and gals. Well, it is Thursday morning and it's almost 7:30. Normally I should just be walking into work, but I'm taking the car today and I'm going off to another town. It's an hour and a half drive for an audit. That's all I'll say about it. But anyway, so the driving time counts as work, and I don't know when I'll be coming back later on. So I thought maybe I'd make the Spooky University. Spooky University. Why did I say Spooky University? I know why. I'll talk about it in a minute. I thought I'd make the Veda installment today. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it worked. Okay. So it's something to talk about how you met. I think it's talk about how you met your up to 4 best friends. Well, I won't go into all the details, but let me talk about a few then. When my first, if I can call it that way, first best friend, my mom brought me to grade school a week before the beginning of the classes. The thing is that my mother tongue is, so my mom speaks English, but we went to French school, and so my French wasn't very good then, actually. And I understood everything. I just rarely talked it because I was, talking with my mom and the brothers. And with my dad would speak to us in French, but I guess we must have answered in English at that time. And so she brought us to school to meet the teacher, Mrs. Boutot, who I saw passed away last year, I think. And there was another little boy there, where his mom had brought him for the same thing. The thing was, this little boy was handicapped. Both of his hands were shrunk, and they were kind of stuck like that in front of him. I spoke about him before. When people got really annoyed with him or wanted to laugh at him, he'd be called Skippy because he looked like a kangaroo when he was like that. And it kind of fit because his legs were just so strong. When he kicked you, you better move. But anyway, his name was Luke. And Luc, actually, French speaking. And we kind of like looked at each other, and he spoke to me in French, and I kind of answered, and we just kind of chatted, and he became actually, at least for all the, I was going to say grade school and most of high school. After that we parted ways as we moved and so on. But became pretty much my best friend. I would help him along when he needed, put on his boots or something like that in the winter. Or, but he was like really good, for example, in he was really good in things like, well, soccer and stuff like that I mentioned. So yeah, we and I went to his place. He came to our place, and yeah, we had a good relationship. His cousins were I think it was one of his cousins was part of the usual bully. I was going to say there's always a bully gang or something, in these schools. So the fact of having him as a friend kind of like, protected me. Okay, so that's one friend. The other one, why I said Spooky University, well, I was going to say my best friend in the last, I was going to say in the later days, if I talk about Irene Tweetness, we met because we both were doing Spooky University, which was hosted by her daughter. Yeah, so that's something that was really interesting. I mean, I think I must have made a reply or something, and I guess Irene, had said to Claire, her daughter, who is that guy? I like the way he answers and things like that, and I like the way she did her stuff, and we just ended up chatting finally, eventually, first by comments and then actually Skypes, and we had Skypes together with the spouses, and we ended up making quite a few trips, and I don't know how many collabs. So I won't go into all the details, but that's really, really great. I mean, this is, at the time I was wondering, would you ever meet people like that through YouTube? And I mean, actually, I've met a lot of really nice, good people, friendly people on YouTube. So yeah, that's would be number 2. Then I won't be talking about Mrs. DC. I'll talk about Mrs. DC a lot, so we'll keep her out of this one. Now, let me see another. I've met a few best friends, so to say, if I can call them that, in the church. Some really good people. So church. Just simply neighborhoods. People that were our neighbors. So yeah, I think I'll keep it at that. Did I meet any best friends at work? I'd say I met one, and he's passed away now. But yeah, one person I would call a best friend at work. Yeah. Actually less. I think at work, at least over here, people really try to separate things, and try and keep it away. So you notice that some people, I've noticed actually people who said, "Oh, I don't want to socialize with anybody at work. We'll keep it professional." Okay. So yeah, that's about it. That'll be my installment for today's Veda. Okay. And I'm gonna have to go actually off to work myself. Okay. DC signing off. Take care. Bye bye.